These clips from the recent Chris Brown concerts have been going absolutely viral, y'all. And for obvious reasons, you have this woman handcuffed to a stripper pole on stage for the world to see, bruh. While this dude is bumping and grinding and doing all these things, and there are going to be a lot of people, Chris Brown fans, who are going to say, yeah, but it's just a performance. It's just a part of the show. And I understand that. At the end of the day, Chris Brown is a celebrity who is there to perform and entertain, right? He's been doing this on almost every single one of his shows during the tour. But before you sit here and you tell me that this is just a performance, I want you guys to remember who the real Chris Brown is.
Here is the honest truth about Chris Brown. Chris Brown is into some dark things, what you all need to understand. And before y'all say I'm hating, no, I'm not hating. This brother's talented. This brother is gifted. This brother is anointed. But he's not using his gift for the glory of Christ. I mean, just take a look at this. You tell me if this is demonic or this is not. This is satanic or is this not? I mean, come on, y'all. He's showing you what side he's on. He's showing you what he is a part of. And he's showing you what he's doing to the listener through his music and what is governing and operating through his vessel, through his temple. And this is the reason why a lot of people will go to hell, because even with seeing proof such as this, women and many people that admire celebrities over God's word and over their soul and their salvation, they still deny what they are actually witnessing and looking at. Oh, come on. This is just sending this to you all as a warning to beware of what you allow to enter into your soul through entertainment, even music from him. Chris Brown signed. Chris Brown met the devil. Y'all take a look and listen to what he says. Truth in plain sight.
So in this song, this is a song that I reacted to years ago. He's basically talking about him meeting with the devil, and the devil is going to give him everything. And Chris Brown says that the devil said, your soul I'm going to keep. He said, you can have it all, but your soul I'm going to keep. So this is the type of person that we're talking about when we see a performance like this, right? And I get it. There are going to be people who say, it's just a performance. It's just the show. I understand. But you're doing this over and over and over, right? To a point where you have women taking out money from their joint bank accounts with their husbands so that they can get crushed on stage. So they can get put through the mattress on stage by Chris Brown, bro.
Did y'all hear about the girl who went to the Chris Brown concert, paid $20,000 and her husband kicked her out and filed for divorce? This is the husband. He came to TikTok saying, bitch, get out, basically, and was throwing her shit outside while making a TikTok. And the people in the comment section are saying, sir, you are validated. He was like, you got me messed up. You think you could get on stage with Chris Brown? But it gets even better than this. First off, you can see she's smiling. Chris Brown is all on her back. Look at her. A husband has allegedly filed for divorce after a viral video surfaces and finding out that his wife used more than $20,000 from their shared savings account to attend a VIP experience with Chris Brown. The video has people divided, saying boundaries were crossed and he did the right thing. First of all, he's a regular person just like you and I.
Bro,
he just
facts.
made it famous. This girl done threw a whole...
And let's get it clear, he made it famous by selling his soul. Very important part to add to that equation.
Marriage relationship away for a man who won't even remember her tomorrow. This is no shade, no tea, but you can see they're living in an apartment and you take $20,000 out of y'all shared savings account to have a few minutes with Chris Brown. You got me messed up too. Your shit would be outside also. But I want to know your thoughts.
It's absolutely insane, bro. And the only reason why I don't like things like this is simply because it promotes this culture of not caring about the relationship that you're in. There have already been multiple girls who are a part of this show on stage with Chris Brown, who their husbands or their boyfriends or their partners would speak out and be like, yo, like that wasn't cool. Like that wasn't a vibe. And we're actually going to react to one of the girls who speaks about her experience with dancing with Chris Brown, right? She was one of the girls who were allegedly on stage. But once again, I just want to show you guys the type of person that Chris Brown is. I'm not here to crucify the man. That's not my job. That's not what the intention of this video is. It's more so just bringing awareness to something like that. Once again, If you want to be freaky deaky, I got nothing against that, bruh. I got nothing against you want to be freaky deaky. You feel what I'm saying? Obviously, that's the brand that Chris Brown promotes. But Chris Brown's the type of person to do something like this.
$13 million. $13 fucking million for a dog bite. He brings his, his homekeeper, like the person who kind of like, like janitor, like kind of cleans up after his bullshit when he does it, comes over to his house and his dog supposedly attacks her. Now, it's not a regular dog attack. Apparently, the dog mauled her and like even bit into her face. And apparently, she had to get like some surgery, reconstructive, because it was that bad. Chris Brown dipped from the scene. Like, he's just like, oh shit, this is gonna like. So when he's seen it, he's seen all the blood, he's seen the damage. He didn't call the cops because they're like, oh, well, they're going to record the 911 call with me. It's going to go viral, which, by the way, doesn't help because they show that you care about your celebrity over the woman. So he dips. Also, he didn't want to be there when, whatever showed up. Essentially, all that's kind of used against him. The injuries were pretty bad, but they awarded, because of so much reconstruction shit they had to do to the victim, they awarded $13 million. And essentially, they still said $13 million. You know why? They're saying she's disfigured permanently. Chris Brown has to pay $13 million. $13 fucking million for a dog bite. He brings his, his homekeeper, like.
So it also goes to show the lack of humanity that he has. Because if I were to see someone after my dog bites him, yo, this just, I'm going to try to save the woman's life. I'm going to try to do what I can. Get the paramedics here, get the cops here, whoever needs to get here. This person is about to lose their life in front of me right now. I'm not going to let that happen because I care more about my celebrity status, my fame, and all this stuff. Which brings me back to the main point we made in the beginning. He genuinely made a song that says, you can have it all, but your soul I'm going to keep. This right here is a perfect example of how that exchange occurs. His soul is gone. He doesn't have a moral conscience when it comes to people, period. He's willing to ruin relationships. He's willing to ruin lives over a dog bite and still willing to just pay the consequence. Yeah, $13 million, whatever, bro. The devil got me, bro. Pay her the $13 million. It is what it is. The devil got me. I'm going to get more money. I'm going to be good. I'm going to be fine. That's insane to me, bro. That's genuinely insane to me. Now, the video that I've been wanting to react to that I haven't watched, and I'm watching it for the first time with you guys, is this story time of the girl who's speaking about the dance that she had with Chris Brown. And obviously the comments are just crazy, bro. Husband, damn, I would have definitely divorced before the show was over. All he did was grab me and hug me. My husband didn't see an issue with it. Birds just leading birds. Very healthy relationship, if you ask me. And this is the type of culture that we're generating.
To come on here and like talk or like speak. So this is kind of awkward for me, but we're going to get through it. So I've been obviously getting a lot of questions and a lot of DMs.
Let me know in the comments, ladies. Let me know in the comments right now. Ladies, how many of you would want your man not to care if you were on stage by one of your favorite celebrities? If one of your favorite celebrities pulled you on stage and started doing the things that he's doing in these videos, right? He's doing all this type of stuff to you on stage while your man is watching. How many of you would want a man like that? I'm genuinely curious.
About how that whole thing went down and what happened and how everything like came into play. Let me preface this by saying that no, my husband is not actually upset. He wasn't mad at all. He was actually very, very happy. And I texted my family about it like after it happened and everything, and he was like, it was actually a sweet moment. So I thought that was really sweet that he decided to say that and he let me have my moment. So the question I've been getting asked the most is like about the tickets and where we were sitting and where we were at. A lot of people think it's in the pit, but it's not. My husband actually got the tickets for me as a Mother's Day gift, so shout out to him for that. We normally go to Chris Brown concerts all the time, so this isn't anything new for us. Normally we sit front row, but this year we decided to sit by stage B. It was the Barstools, the Diamond Barstool package, which 10 out of 10, honestly. Like, they had seats up there. You were able to have like a little drink token. Like, I really enjoyed that aspect of everything. And they had a waiter that was like coming around giving drinks. So I normally don't drink at a Chris Brown concert. Like, I normally never drink, but I was a little tipsy. So the very first thing that happened, so Chris and Usher obviously did their thing. 10 out of 10 show. Me and my husband had a blast. We were enjoying the entire night. Lance actually came over and I saw him and I was like, oh my God, I loved Lance. So I was like, I have to get a photo with Lance. If you're a true Chris Brown fan, like, you know all the dancers, you know who everybody is. So I ended up taking a photo with Lance and he was really nice. Our photo didn't even come out right. So I tapped him and I was like, hey, sorry, like, can we get one more? And he was more than willing to do so. He was like, yeah, of course, not a problem. Now for the interaction itself, that was actually like, I'm still literally shaking and it's been 2 days since it happened. Like, I'm in bliss and it's like, I don't know what I'm gonna.
I'm in bliss is a crazy thing to say, bro. I'm in bliss is a crazy thing to say, bro. That is a crazy thing to say. This is low-key humiliating for your woman to be coming on social media and talking about a blissful experience that she had with another man pelvic thrusting her on stage. To me, personally, unacceptable. Unacceptable. And there are, like, the women of this generation, 9 times out of 10 are going to sit here and be like, oh, that's just because you're insecure. That's just because you feel this way. That's because you feel this way. No, it's called respect, bro. The same way I wouldn't do that to anyone else, regardless of their fame and notoriety status, is the same way I would expect my woman to do the same. Like, I realize that if I'm ever in a relationship with a girl and I asked her if she would hook up with any celebrity, let's just say you had a guilt-free pass to hook up with any celebrity. If she has an answer to that question, I'm not taking her serious, bro. Regardless of what her answer is, whether it's Drake, whether it's Chris Brown, whether whoever it is, bro. Whatever answer she gives, she's wrong. Because if I were to be given a guilt-free pass to hook up with any celebrity, I wouldn't take it. If I wanted to be with another person, I would be with another person, bro. I wouldn't be here with you. I don't understand why women think it's okay because it's celebrity, because they're famous. That doesn't mean shit, bro. It doesn't mean anything at all. In the grand scheme of things, like I said, they're just people. You're telling me to my face that you want to fuck somebody else. That's a crazy thing to say. I just don't agree with it.
Shut up about this, or when I'm gonna come down from my high, because that was literally insane. Like, highlight of my life. So people were asking me, like,
Highlight of her life, bro. Not her marriage, not her child. Getting grinded on by Chris Brown was the highlight of her life.
was it staged, or did somebody come to me beforehand and pick me or whatever? No, that's not what happened at all. I literally just saw him when he stepped down from the stage and he was on the other side. He was interacting with the crowd and, you know, he was walking through. So I was like, oh, maybe he's going to come over to this side. I really didn't know. So I just flipped the camera around and I started recording myself just in case. Because I was like, if this happens, like, oh my gosh. So yeah, it did end up happening. I'm laughing because Chris literally, like, eyed my husband down before walking over to me, which I thought was hilarious. And my husband also thought it was funny too. But I didn't know that he was gonna do that. So I stuck my hand out and he grabbed my hand and we had our little moment. He was singing in my ear. A lot of y'all keep asking, like, what does he smell like? Bro, heaven. That man smells so good. Like, I don't even know how, after performing and doing all these shows, like, he smelled amazing. So yeah, I'm literally still like I can't get over this. Like, I'm never gonna live this. Yeah, so that's pretty much what happened. If y'all have tickets to go to this tour, you're gonna enjoy yourself. It was amazing. I had a blast. I wish I could just relive that day over and over and over again. But yeah, so if y'all are going, congratulations. That's all I have to say. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy your night. I don't know if Chris is gonna do that thing again where he's coming down off the stage. Hopefully he does, so everybody else could, you know, have that experience and have that moment. But yeah, that was basically everything that happened. So I'm normally not one to.
This is humiliating, bro. This is absolutely humiliating, bro. Like, ultimate level of disrespect. And I'm not gonna lie, like, on another topic, like, this is the reason why marriages fail so much. I feel like people are losing the idea of what marriage actually is. So many people think that getting married is just the next progressive step in a relationship. That's not what marriage is. Marriage is one of the 7 sacraments, meaning you're making a commitment of matrimony to your partner till death do you part in the eyes of God, bro. Marriage is not just a government contract that you sign. That's not how it started, bro. The whole concept of marriage started by you uniting with another person in the eyes of God. That's what that is. The fact that she's over here humiliating this man is completely embarrassing. I'm not even embarrassed for her. I'm embarrassed for him. And maybe that's not my place to judge anybody else's relationship, because it's obviously not. But it's just so concerning to see that that's the dynamic of society when it comes to dating and relationships. Like, there's no standards, there's no boundaries, there's no you can't do this, you can't do that. Because the moment you say you can't do this or you can't do that, all of a sudden you're labeled misogynistic, sexist, you're labeled insecure, you're labeled controlling, all of these things. The day that I'm with a woman and she does something like this is the day that it ends. It doesn't matter. And the longer that we're together, the easier it's going to be for me to walk away from it. Because if we're married for 10 years and you're on stage with another man and that brings like joy to your life, where it's going to be the day that you never remember, where this man's smell reminds you of heaven, where you're saying all these things about another guy, that means you have no respect for me, bro. I can't be with a woman who doesn't respect me. That's just the bottom line. And women shouldn't be with men who don't respect them. That's just the bottom line. And it's like, all the women are obviously joking about it. Update your resume now. Like, almost like her value just went up. She was married, question or shocked face. I fully wouldn't be able to recover from this. I'll be telling this story to my deathbed. Obviously, it's a woman. I thought you were Keke Palmer, blah, blah, blah. He says, we love a secure husband. Notice how they're always putting this, like, it's respect, bro. It's respect, bro. Wonderful hubby. It's always going to be the woman who says shit like this. God forbid the roles were reversed and I did this to a woman on stage. I would be crucified. Oh my God, he's an asshole. He's a dickhead. He's a sexist. He's misogynistic. He doesn't care about women. He doesn't know how to treat his wife. All of these things, right? And the main connection this is the main connection I'm trying to make here. The reason why I even brought up the fact that Chris Brown is who he is, the reason why I even brought up the fact that he sold his soul, and I'm connecting it to this, is because this is the type of energy that comes out of somebody like Chris Brown. The same way that there are women who are the Jezebel spirits, people like Cardi B, people like Nicki Minaj, people who carry themselves in a very lustful way, and that's like what they're known for. This is what it's doing. Like, it's literally leeching into society in the most negative way. That's just my honest opinion. I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely feel like idolizing somebody who puts their body and their vanity and their sex life on the pedestal is it's not okay, bro. It's not okay at all. All right. But I'm gonna end this video here. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe. And I'm gonna catch y'all next one, man. Peace.